like, bro, she got a kid. Look at his back. Oh my god. Hey man, it's been a while. Yeah, but today we're gonna be reacting to a video that my mom has showed me. Let's just say I've been red pilled, and when it comes to these videos, I don't particularly just watch them and be like, oh, this has got to be the truth. No way. I mean, obviously, no. This is the internet. People put things up all the time. A lot of the time, there's not even any sources or references or any information. It's like, where did you get these facts from, sir? But here we have a sergeant, Robert Horton, explaining how Americans at birth are not even considered American citizens until their parents sign their birth certificate. How all of this is like a business, and at this point, we're pretty much chattel. And the IRS, the state, at birth, they take the time to just look over you and see what they look at your family, your race, obviously, because, you know, race is such a huge thing in America. That's why whenever you apply for a job, they ask you what race you are. It's like, why does it matter? But yeah, they look at all those things. And if you look at the wording, I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it all to you. I'm going to let this guy talk about it because he's obviously got a much better idea about it. But, you know, I just wanted to bring this to the channel, and I want you guys to watch this. Hopefully YouTube doesn't, like, shadow ban this, and now it's just, like, no one, it's like 14 views on this video. This video needs to have at least 20,000 views. At least 20,000 views. And this video is about an hour long, so we're probably going to break this up in about 3 parts, maybe 2 or 3 parts, and then the rest, maybe 2 parts, and then the rest I was thinking about posting on our Patreon. Be on the lookout. We actually posted a video on our Patreon. Yeah, we did a Cowboy Bebop reaction. On our Patreon. That link's gonna be down in the comments, so make sure you check that out. But if you're enjoying the reactions, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Finna hop right into the video.
I'm Sergeant Robert Horton, United States Army Special Operations. I was a psychological operations specialist from 1999 to 2012. And I'm also a son of the American Revolution. Now everyone is wondering about this Russell J. Gould and David Wynn Miller story. And everybody wants to know what in the world is going on with that. What does it mean, right? Okay, but to understand what it means, you have to understand what's going on planet Earth that you all need to be made aware of so you can understand what it is these guys are talking about, okay? So I'm going to go back to the beginning. This is a very old Masonic system that's operating here on planet Earth, and it is all based upon shipping and postal wars that have morphed into banking wars. Okay, so the three really work together hand in hand, but the banking warfare has really kicked off here as of late in relation to this whole thing. So when you're born here on this planet, you are born of the water, right? Because this is a shipping war. You're all captured in a shipping warfare that you're unaware of, that you've been captured into. So when you're born of your mother's water. And you are docked as a vessel by a doctor, who is a registered harbor master by the port authorities and authorized by the Department of Transportation. And when you are docked by the doctor, you are then harbored in the harbor in a vessel in dry dock, known as a hospital, which is considered to be a boat parked on the land. Okay? But when you're born and harbored by the harbor master in this vessel in dry dock, you are considered a ward of the state. So you are placed into a maternity ward. Why are you a ward of the state? Because you have not yet been brought under the laws of this old school Masonic system.
See.
Now, how
that was the part I was going to say in the beginning, but I wanted him to explain that real quick. What does that even mean? Does it be shipped and handled like we're products, like we're these boxes at Amazon? And when we're born, we're just like, oh, another thing is in our system. Now we have to look over it, pay for it, watch over it. So this is probably just their way of simplifying it, making it easier for them to understand, break it down, and control. It's all about control.
It gets you into this old school Masonic system with the birth certificate. So you're considered a ward of the state or an outlaw because you're not yet under the laws of the old Masonic system until your mother signs a birth certificate. This is a commercial instrument, okay? This is saying that you are now owned and under the laws of this Masonic system, but you are owned and that you are nothing more than a piece of cargo or a vessel or a dead person that's presumed to be missing, dead, or lost at sea, right? Once you're legged into this massive corporate construct, and it's a global construct, you are then
Corporate
subject to the laws of the state.
corporate construct.
State of affairs, not state of California or state of Nevada. We're talking global state of affairs. You're legged into the state.
It's in favor of the banks. It's certainly not in favor of the people. What happens when you have a child is your child is given a social security number. They estimate how many taxes your child is going to pay over his or her lifetime. And they take that birth certificate and they issue it on the capital markets and they earn money on it.
Once that happens, you are then under the laws of this entire global construct.
I'm saying something much worse, actually. What I'm saying is that when every citizen goes into the court system, they are not seen there as themselves a U.S. citizen. They're seen as the person who had their birth certificate pledged. You're there as a debtor. You're not there as a citizen. We have been converted from human beings that are citizens of the Republic of the United States into chattel. Chattel, that is a legal term for something which is property. We are now considered to be property of the Federal Reserve. We're not considered to be human beings and citizens of the United States.
These are the pillars.
Property of the Federal Reserve. Not even considered. I keep hearing that's why they killed Kennedy. At least it's one of the reasons. He was involved in a lot of things. Like he created a organization investigate these secret societies and stuff and all that. They've been going on in the United States. And he wanted to do something with the Federal Reserve. It was like, no, you gotta go, buddy. Like, it's just, what are we living in? What is this? I've been told a whole different thing since birth. It's propaganda. It's all propaganda. Jesus Christ. My God. I just don't know how to feel right now. And I don't hate the United States. I don't. I love this country. I love the idea of the United States. I feel like this section of land, this piece of land, this United States, just the idea, I love it. Yes, what we have so far is beautiful, but if they keep perverting it and keep trying to use these subtle words, like George Carlin said, they keep throwing in all these bargain words, all these weird phrases and weird meanings, and they just keep talking about it, keep talking about it. It just becomes normal, or you just start not caring. But eventually your kids are gonna grow up listening to that shit. That's all they hear. You see why they keep pushing that fucking demonic drill rap shit, like dudes talking about killing each other for what? Please talk about something else. You can talk about anything. I'm sure you have done something else in the 24 hours that you have been alive. I know you ain't shoot anybody because you're talking about it in the studio. Who did you shoot? You're not killing people. You're just creating this energy for no reason. And then who really profits off of it whenever you die and then all your music is owned by the label? Oh my God, it isn't your mom who's crying her eyes out. It's the company who owns you. Now they got all your money, all your records, still making music. The music ain't even released yet. Now they dropping all these new albums. Rest in peace, man. Get this thing to 20 million streams. Make us millions of dollars about this artist we did not give a shit about. It's all a system.
Of the laws of this global construct. Admiralty and maritime, and civil jurisdiction. Law of the sea, law of the land. Law of the sea has always been held by the King of Great Britain. Okay, that's how he runs his entire country. It's considered a vessel, a great big boat, and all the people in that boat are considered to be missing, dead, or presumed lost at sea with their birth certificate system. That's how he runs his whole country. And that's the same thing we're doing here in the United States. Why? Because Great Britain has always been our postmaster general here in the colonies and the 50 states. Now let me explain what Postmaster General of the world is. Okay, this is our vessel. This is planet Earth. This is the vessel that we're all floating around on in this sea of space we call the solar system or the galaxy. This is our outpost, right? Our boat. The Postmaster General, or the General of the Post, is Great Britain. Always has been. This is an old school Masonic warfare platform, planetary warfare platform based upon shipping, postal, and banking wars. Okay, I've explained the shipping to you. The postal revolves around timelines. When you're brought into a jail, the timelines kick off, whether it's a federal offense, state offense, or local offense. Different venues have different timelines, okay, and there's several. His whole system is enforced in the courts around the world. This whole system is enforced in the courts, and what they're enforcing is the elemental chart, his strategic metals contract, his styles manual, and the dictionary, which is basically the entire system all of us are using, the grammatical construct we all use.
Yes.
All of these contracts and this entire system is enforced in the courts around the world. Those are called the neutral ports. That's where the wars are fought in relation to this entire matter, right? If you got a grievance, you go into the courts or the neutral ports and you fight it out.
Yeah, man. Already pushing 12 minutes and we ain't even touched barely any of this video. That's what I'm saying. 2 parts, the rest are on the Patreon. So if you want to check out the Patreon, we're gonna have a lot more stuff coming for you guys. At least 2 videos up a week. We're doing 2 video game uploads a week. Make sure you check out LB Gaming. That's gonna be down in the description too, man. Oh, getting all this started. Podcast is gonna be coming. Yeah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. But I just gotta find a place. Cause I'm not trying to be moving around. You know what I mean? But whenever you get that podcast started, that's just when you know the channel's really, LBB is really there. We're everything we need to be, at least to that point. I mean, there's a lot more ideas I have for this channel, but, you know. But yeah, if you enjoyed the reaction, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share, man. If you enjoyed it, let me know what you think about this now in the comments, man. I really want to see what y'all have to think about stuff like this. If YouTube doesn't shadow ban this, push this, like this, hit that like button. Make sure you're sharing this, man. We gotta make sure everyone sees this. But yeah, we'll see you next time, LBB. Peace.